Now let us move on to the finding of volume of a cylinder. So volume of a cylinder is given by pi r square h, where r is the base radius, that is our radius, the radius of the base, and height is the height of cylinder, that is the height to which these individual circles are stacked to form the cylinder. So the volume is given by pi r square h. Now let us do some examples to help you understand how to use the formula. So now in example number 30, we are given that the pillars of a temple are cylindrically shaped. So the pillars are cylinder in shape. Now if each pillar has a circular base radius, we have the radius as 20 centimeter and height is given as 10 meter, then how much concrete would be required to build 14 such pillars? Now, wouldn't the amount of concrete needed would be the capacity of these cylinders, right? So, amount of concrete needed would be the volume of the total number of cylinders. Now, to find the total volume, we have to find out the volume of one pillar. We'll multiply it by 14 to get total volume. So now let us find the volume of one pillar. To find it, we have to write out the formula, which is pi r square h, where r is given to be as our 20 centimeter and height is given as 10 meter. Now r is in centimeter, height is in meter. We'll convert one of them into another unit. That is, let me convert centimeter into meter. To do that, we just have to divide by 100. When we'll divide by 100, we'll get 2 by 10. I'll leave it as 2 by 10, not convert it into 1.1 by 5 because it makes our calculation easier, right? So we'll do pi can be written as 22 by 7. Then we have our r 2 into 2 upon 10 into 10, right? And we have our h. Now we'll cut it and then we'll do the calculation and it will come out to be 88 by 70 centimeter cube. No, not centimeter cube, it's meter cube, right? Because we have converted each into meter. Now it is the volume of one cylinder. To find the total volume, we just simply multiply it by 14 into 88 by 70, right? Now this is our 2, this is our 10, and we get 17.6 meter cube. So this is the amount of concrete that we'll need to make up such 14 pillars of the temple. Now we'll move on to our next question, example number 14. It is stated that at Ramzan Mela, Ramzan is a festival, so it is so we have a Mela in that on the occasion of that festival. A stall keeper is a stall keeper in one of the food stall has a cylindrical vessel of base radius 15 centimeter filled up to a height of 32 centimeter with orange juice. So we have a cylindrical vessel, a big cylindrical vessel, and we have our base radius to be 15 centimeter and our height is given as 32 centimeter and it is filled with orange juice. So the juice is filled in small cylindrical glasses of radius 3 centimeter. So our cylindrical glasses have radius 3 centimeter and height of the cylindrical glasses is given as 8 centimeter and sold for rupees 15 each. So how much money does the stall keeper receive by selling the juice completely? So to sell the juice completely, that means all these glasses has to take all the juice that is present in this vessel. Now the juice filled in the vessel is the capacity of vessel, right? Which is volume of vessel, and so the amount of juice filled in this large vessel is equal to volume of vessel, right? So what we have to do is to find out the number of glasses that it can fill up, and to find out the number of glasses it can fill up, we'll have to have the volume of juice in the vessel, which is equivalent to volume of the vessel itself, and volume of juice in glass, right? So now let us find out the number of volume of juice in the vessel. To find the volume of juice, volume of vessel is needed. Now volume of vessel, it is a cylindrical vessel, so we'll all have to do is pi r square h. Now our height is given as 32 centimeter. Our height is equal to 32 centimeter. Our radius is given as 15 centimeter. We'll simply substitute the values to find out the area, the volume. So we have to do 22 by 7 into R is 15 into 15 into 32, and it will give us out the answer. And what we'll do is we'll not convert it, we'll not multiply it, and we'll not find out the final answer, because I have already told you that whenever such fraction question comes, we'll have to cut the answers. So we'll not use we'll not simply multiply it, because it will just add on to your calculation and makes it difficult to cut in the fraction. So we'll leave it here and we'll just add up the units. So it is our centimeter cube. Now moving on to volume of glass. So volume of glass is given as, glass is also cylindrical, so we'll have pi r square h, which is given as 22 by 7 into r is 3 into 3 into h is 8. So when we'll calculate it, we'll also leave it like this, and we'll just add up the unit as centimeter cube. Now to find the number of glasses, we'll just put on the values. So I'll just erase this to put on the values in place of these. Let me move on to the next page. So we have our volume of glass as 22 by 7 into 3 into 3 into 8, and we have volume of vessel as 22 by 7 into our R, which is given as here. So our R is given as 15 centimeter and height is 32. So we have 22 by 7 into 15 into 15 into 32. Now we'll simply just divide it, 22 by 7 into 15 into 15 into 32 divided by 22 by 7 into 3 into 3 into 8. Now 3, we know it is 5. It is 5, and this completely gets cut, and this is 4. So when we multiply it, 5 into 5 is 25, and into 4 it's 100. So we have 100 glasses, and now each glass is served at rupees 155, that is rupees 15, right? As it is written over here, that each glass is filled up by juice and sold for 15 rupees each. So for selling it one glass, now for selling one glass, we pay rupees, get rupees 15. Now to sell 100 glasses, we'll get 1500 rupees. So this would be our final answer. That is, this is the amount of money that the vendor, the stall keeper, will earn. Now we'll move on to our activity. What we have to do is, let us first make a cylinder by using a paper, and we'll cover the base, and then we'll make a cone. We'll make a cone of the same radius. It has R and it also has a radius R. So we have two shapes, that is, we have a cylinder and a cone, and both have same radius and same height. So we have height as h, and here also we have height as h. So now what we'll do is fill up the cone by sand. We fill up the cone by sand till the brim, till the top, and we'll empty the cone into the cylinder. And what we'll see that it only fills up a part of cylinder. right? So we'll move on to filling up the cone again. We'll fill up the cone again. So we have filled it once, then we'll fill up the cone twice. Then you'll see that it will cover another part which is greater than half but still not full. So we'll fill up the cone third time, and when you'll do that and empty into the cylinder, you see that it is the cylinder is filled up to the brim and no space is left. It is filled up to the brim, and so we can safely say that the capacity of the cylinder is equal to three times the capacity of cone, right? Or we can say capacity is volume. So we can also say that volume of cone is equals to 1 by 3. We'll just take our 3 over there. It's with the cylinder. So 1 by 3 times of cylinder of volume of cylinder, right? And we know what the volume of cylinder is, right? So our volume of cylinder is given as 1 by 3 into pi r square h. So our volume of cone will come out to be 1 by 3 pi r square h. And as you saw in the animation, first we have filled it up once, and then we'll fill up twice, and then we'll fill up thrice, and it will get all over filled. Now let us see the volume of a right circular cone, but we have already proved that in the activity. So let us see in a more clean way that is written as this, where r is the base radius and h is the height. And we know that slant height is also here, but slant height do not have a role to play in our volume. Now let us move to our example number 15, in which our height and slant height of the cone are given. So we are given height as 21 centimeter and slant height is given as 28 centimeter respectively. We have to find volume of cone. 1 by 3 pi r squared h. Now I have already told you that there is no L in here, so we'll have to get r or both r and h. We already have h, we have to get r from L. So what we have to do is we know that L square is given as h square plus r square, right? Because this is our cone, this is our h, this is our r. So L square is given as h square plus r square. So we get r square is equals to L square minus h square. So our L is given as 21 and our L is given as 28. 28 square minus 21 square. And what we'll get from here is we can use the property of a square minus b square, which is equals to a minus b, a plus b. So we'll use the property and we'll write 28 minus 21 and 28 plus 21, and we'll get our answer to be 7 into 49, and which is equal to r squared. So our r squared is our r would come out to be under root 7 into 49. Our 49 is actually the square of 7, so it will come out 7 under root 7. And this is our r square into centimeter. Okay, so our r square is, we have got our r square, our r, that is 7 under root 7 centimeter. Now we'll substitute the values 1 by 3 into 22 by 7 into r square 7 under root 7 into 7 under root 7 into 21. Now we have 7, 3 and 7 3s are 21, and we'll cut it 21 over here. So now we get 22 into 7 into under root 7 into 7 into under root 7. Now we have 2 under root 7, so we'll just 22 into 7 into 7 into 7. Now when we'll multiply this, we'll get our answer to be 7,546 centimeter cube. So this would be our volume of the cone of the given dimension. This is 7. Okay, so now let us move on to our next question. Example number 16. In this example, Monica has a piece of canvas whose area is given as 551 meters square. Now she has a piece of canvas and the area is given as 551 meters square. Now she uses it to make a conical tent with radius of 7 meters. So she has made a conical tent. This is our cone, and she has made a tent and the radius is given as 7 meter. Now assuming that all the stitches and wastage incurred while cutting amounts to approximately 1 meter square, we have to find the volume of tent that can be made with it. Now, let us first write down what is given. So, our area is given as 551 meters square by and this is the area of the canvas of which we use to make a tent. So, this is our area, and we have our tent to be of radius 7 meter, and we'll assume that all the stitches and margin, all the wastage that occurred while you making a tent for stitching and everything, it accounts to 1 meter square. So our wastage is equals to 1 meter square. So now area of canvas can be written as area of tent plus 1 meter square, because this is the wastage. So we'll just subtract, area of canvas is 551. We'll subtract 1 from it and we'll get our answer to be 550. So area of tent, which is equal to area of tent. So the area of tent that we have is 550 meter square. Now we know that this area would amount to the CSA of the cone, that is the curved surface area of the cone, only the outer part. So this is equal to CSA of cone, and we know the CSA of cone is given as pi r L. First we have to find the volume of tent, right? So let us see what we have to take out. By 1 by 3 pi r squared h. Now we need R, we have R, we need H, but we do not have H. So we'll find out the slant height by using this formula, and then we'll further find out the height by using the formula of slant height. That is L is equals to R square plus H square under root, right? So now let us find out L. So it is 550 divided equals to 22 by 7 into 7 L. Now 7 can get cut. Then we have 55 by 22, which is equals to L, which will give out our answer to be 25, and it is meter. So we have got our L to be 25 meter. Now to find H, we'll have this formula. So our H can be given as L square. It's R square plus H square, where we'll have H over here and we'll do L square minus R square. To do it further, I'll just erase it from here so that we get some space, and then we'll have H square to be L square. L square is given as 25. So 25 square minus 7 square. What we'll do is we'll use the property a plus b, a minus b equals to a square minus b square. So we have 25 minus 7, then we have 25 plus 7. We'll get our answer to be 18 into 32. Now it is equals to h square, but we need only h, so we'll take under root, and I'll just move it over here. Now to take h square equals to 18 into 32, we'll take the under root. H equals to under root 18 into 32. Now let us convert into prime factors and complete square. So 18 can be written as 9, which is a complete square, into 2, and 32 can be written as 16, which is a complete square, into 2. Now we can see that 16 and 2 is also pairing up. So 2 into 9 we'll take out as 3, 16 we'll take out as 4. So we'll get our answer into 2. 2 4s are 8, and 8 3s are 24 meter. So we have got our height to be 24 meter. Now we have our R, we have our H. So now we'll just find out the volume of the cylinder. Now the volume of cylinder is given as pi 1 by 3 pi r square h. So we have 1 by 3 pi is 22 by 7 into r, which is r is given as 7 meters. So we have 7 into 7 into h is 24 meter. Now we'll cut it like this, and we can cut over here also, and it will come out to be as 8, and then we'll multiply 22 into 7 into 8, which will give us our answer as 1,232 meter cube. So this is our volume of the cone of the tent that Monica has made, and the final answer.